first in the building. Haynes Legacy on deck. Salute to you, Haynes. I see you. One love, brother. Appreciate you pulling up once again. You know what I'm saying? It's Cinco de Mayo. You know what I'm saying? Today on a Friday, because you know people out there getting liquefied. They enjoying themselves with the festivities. Juice Lee on deck saying, breaking. I'm here in the Saudis. I tried to get the Spence versus Crawford fight on the undercard of the proposed Usyk Fury, Wilder versus Joshua. Double hitter this winter. This is not satire. Salute. And what satire is just exaggeration, ridicule, stuff like that. So I have to look into that. That's a reach. James on deck. Salute to you. Let me get right into it. Just let me get this off. And then we're going to get to the rest. You know what I'm saying? But let's get right into it. Make sure y'all sub to the channel. Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr. The saga continues. Look, I'm sick of this. I told everybody it was going to go down just like this. I told them that Terence Crawford will have to be waiting on Errol Spence sitting on the shelf. Just think if he was to wait around and then take that David Avanesian fight, he would have still been waiting around on the shelf with no fight. And yeah, we know Errol Spence got in another car accident, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It was some teenager that's riding around at night and took his parents' car. We already know. But just imagine if he would have sat on his hands and it still would have been May this year, having not fought since November 2021, it would have been all bad. It would have been all bad. So if you wait around, you're going to hear what you're hearing now. That somebody's holding up the fight. There's one party that's holding up the fight. You know what I'm saying? They're having problems again. Holding up the fight. Report said there's problems with one individual in negotiation. And we all know that is Errol Spence. Why? Because him going for this WBO title is extremely difficult. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence want to waste his career sitting on the sidelines, man, trying to wait for Bud to vacate the WBO title and move up. Errol Spence ain't falling over a year once again. It's going past 13 months. He just had his April anniversary. Errol Sexual was happy. And Errol Spence is just wasting his career trying to find a way to get that belt the easy way. He went the easy route, so now he's looking for the easy way. And that easy way is for Terence Crawford to vacate the WBO title. And let's talk about the statement Terence Crawford just put up. You either with me or against me. It ain't no way in the middle. It ain't no in the middle. Hey, Terence Crawford is just telling people that, hey, I'm doing what I need to do. I need you to do what you need to do. You either with me or you're not. You know what I'm saying? We done heard Errol Spence talk so much about coming for the belt, taking the easy route, putting his dick in the dirt, and anything else he want to say. His stuff hurt. He ain't going to fight the April, May, or June. You know what I'm saying? I put it like this. It seems like Errol Spence trying to, work for some generational wealth. He want to wait and try to make the biggest purse possible without going and earning it. He want to drain Crawford of all the damn monetary blessings of being in the position that he is, ahead of him on the pound for pound list to get this paycheck. Like I said, he only wants this fight under very strict circumstances. We're talking about waiting for Terence Crawford to move up to 154. Very strict circumstances if he's going to pretend asking for demands, asking that this man take 30%, asking that he takes 35%. You know what I'm saying? What happened to Crawford? Already agreed to everything. If he already agreed to everything, they should just get the black or the blue pen and give it to Crawford and got them make the fight. Make it today. But that's not what's going on. That's not what's going on. That's not what happening. Hey, it seemed like it'd be easier after Crawford fought David Avanesian to go straight back to the table, right? But as we all find out, that Errol Spence had another accident and he wouldn't be in the ring to April, May, or June. That's unfortunate information. Errol Spence don't want the smoke. When are y'all gonna realize he don't want it? We talking about undisputed. We talking about undisputed 147. It ain't ever been done. You know what I'm saying? He has a chance to step in there with the great of this era and Terence Bud Crawford. He has the opportunity to face a former undisputed fighter and getting this done, but he's scared to do it. He refused to do it. This man would have had Bud Crawford on the shelf. Two black fighters would have been inactive on the pound for pound list. Team Crawford recognized it and they maneuvered accordingly. And fought David Avanesian. It might have not been the highest name, but it was a name that got him paid. We've been waiting and waiting. And then Errol Spence, he's going to say, bingo, he finally did it. He's 49 years old. Whoo, let's fight. He finally moved up to dang 54. We finally got the fight we want. Oh, my God. You know what I'm saying? He thinks he's going to make a big purse off this and then ride off into the sunset. You know what I'm saying? Crawford, the good thing I like about him, he's not waiting. He's not allowing Errol Spence to dictate the pace and wait on him. It was brilliant for him to take the David Avanesian fight because it's showing right now what would have happened if he would have waited on Spence. They would have added on another delay tactic, and we would have been in 2023 still up here talking on the YTC about, oh man, what's going on with this fight? Why they ain't talk to each other? If Crawford agreed to everything, it should be automatic. It should be front door service, turnkey. This shit should be turnkey, y'all. This contract should be turnkey. He agreed to everything. That's what the day Errol Session was talking about. He agreed to everything. The documents that they talk about all the time, right? That should be ready. That should be prepared. That should be already here. You know what I'm saying? That should be already here, right? If he didn't sign the contract, and if he's back in negotiations with Errol Spence, they should have that same paperwork. It should be no problem because this was unsigned. So the only thing you have to do is make minor revisions to whatever, you know, where they're going to fight at, when they're going to fight, whatever the case may be. But I can guarantee you, there's no documentation to state any of that. There's no documentation or evidence to enter that would be admissible if we was in front of a judge. They cannot produce this documentation. Neither would Terence Crawford team be able to validate this particular documentation. Because if it was agreed upon, everything was agreed upon, this would be turnkey. This would be something that would be expeditiously taken care of. You know what I'm saying? It would be expeditiously taken care of. For real. Why are we playing? Let's keep it going. That's what I'm saying, man. Like he playing the puppet master. Errol's playing the puppet master. He's done put out all these cryptic tweets and nothing's came to fruition. That's exactly what he's doing. He's playing the puppet master with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And y'all playing right around with the Errol Spence string pulling. You know what I'm saying? When is Errol Spence and his team know what, man? You know what I'm saying? F this dude. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to fight him. We don't want him at welterweight. Let's move on and vacate this belt so Jaron Ennis can get his belt. Virgil Ortiz get his belt. Anybody else up there getting his belt like they doing at 140. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence don't want to be in a fight. That's a high possibility that he's going to lose. So he's going to drag it on like he's been doing. He's already over a year outside the ring, and it's looking very, very messy. Inactive fighter, supposed to be the big fish and everything else, and he hasn't lived up to it. The people are bored. Errol Spence, in my opinion, is trying to cash out on Crawford. He's gonna drag it out so long. He think he's holding the fight fans in limbo, in anticipation, so they can get desperate. You know what I'm saying? So they can get desperate, so they can be anxious, they can be eager, they can continue to hope. And every time they think the fight is gonna happen, it don't. It's time to put it all on the line. Who's the best in boxing? Who's pound for pound? Both of these guys are on the list pound for pound. You know what I'm saying? And Errol Spence don't want to step up to the plate because that's what your ass get for taking the easy route. Your ass took the easy route, nigga. That's what you did. You don't want to fight like that no more. Your body ain't like that no more. You went through hell to get through Ugas. Thank God Ugas was reminded by Lawrence Cole, the referee, that you got the order, son. I'm sick of people talking about this. You know what I'm saying? When is enough enough? When are we going to hear it? When are we going to hear the fight date? Somebody tell me when we're going to hear the fight date. Enough is enough. We hear the reports coming out that one individual, right? The reports, one individual is having a problem getting the fight signed. Now, this is sources. This is sources. We going through it all again. It's a rerun all over again, y'all. We hearing the same thing over and over again. Sources of one person. And if I have to take a guess as to what that one person is, I would say it's Errol Spence once again. They trying to lowball Crawford. They trying to goddamn give him the most minimal benefit possible. They trying to put this man on EBT for a fight this big. They trying to give him minimal pay. You know what I'm saying? Minimum wages. They're trying to have this man fight for the smallest purse ever in a fight of this magnitude. And what's wrong with it? If this is supposed to be such a historic legacy-setting fight in the welterweight division, why is it embroiled in scandal right now? Why is it embroiled in scandal? You know what I'm saying? If they're still running with the narrative, right? And they're just trotting along with that contract, don't you think somebody over there will have the documentation so we can just move forward? God damn it, just submit the paperwork. The Team Crawford, have them look it over, and then he can sign it. Because that's all I hear the aerosexuals say. Why don't you just sign the contract? Well, tell the aerosexuals to goddamn steal an Amazon Prime truck, some mode of transportation, go over there to the PBC headquarters, pick up the contract, and drop it off immediately, effective now. If you can do that, then we can move forward. If you cannot do that, take your ass back into the shadows and shut up. Because we're tired of the string pulling. We're tired of hearing sources and reports. We're tired of hearing the bogus, fraud, freaking information being disseminated out here, contaminating the airways of the YTC. We're just tired of it. The man don't want to fight. The man in it bad, y'all. He's in it bad. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be all bad for Errol Spence if he signed that contract. All bad. His people know it. He know it. He know it. It's all bad for him if he signed that contract. He know he ain't the same. He want to be the same. He wish he could take it back, but no. It's never going to be the same. It's not going to be real to him until he split the ropes and get the fighter's intro, and we already know what's going to happen next. Here we go. Bing, bing, bong. 3. Yeah, the referee's going to count. Crawford's going to have another knockout on his boxing register, and we're going to go on to the next. It's just like that, man. There's no goddamn Shazam. This is going to be real as it can get. We are tired of hearing the BS about sources and reports and everything else that's not out there. We ain't trying to hear that no more. We're not trying to be sitting up here having dates come out that these same narrative pushers disseminate and just cloud. I mean, it's just like being in California when you see all that fog on a sunny day. You see the cloud be fogging up all that industrial freaking pollution that goes on over there. We tired of that. The YTC is smoked up already. The air is bad over here when it comes to that topic. It's bad. And you know why it's bad? Because you have these same bandits running around here, bro, like little raccoons, man. You know how raccoons they all converge on a freaking dumpster. You know what I'm saying? The dumpsters is their headquarters, bro. They go in there and talk about things while they eating over leftover food, bro. I'm not lying to you. I'm being for real. Errol Spence team don't want to fight. They want Bud to go in there and barely get paid anything. You know what I'm saying? They want him to go in there and get paid minimum. They want him to be mentally debilitated. They don't want him to be focused. But look, they don't understand a person like Crawford. You can't break him down like that. He already know what it feels like to have all the titles. See, that's where they're not even planning this correctly. They think they're gonna send that man in there mentally broken. You know what I'm saying? If not all, just a piece of it. And they're not understanding. Somebody who's already went to the highest pinnacle of the undisputed idolatry. He's been up there. His name is up there already, enshrined with the gods. He's been undisputed already in the four-belt era. It is up to Errol Spence, if he chooses to achieve this, to go get it. He's not ready. He don't want it, man. He don't want it. He doesn't want it. Could you imagine how pissed off the boxing community would be if Terence Crawford didn't take that fight with Avanesian? Do you know how bad or how worse it would be if Bud didn't take that fight with Avanesian? Do you know how bad it'd be? Do you ask yourself, right, when you have that U time, do you ask yourself, I wonder if we would have had that announcement if Bud wouldn't have fought Avanesian? Not that they was going to fight. They wasn't going to fight in 22. I'm talking about, would we have gotten that big announcement that Errol Spence was talking about when he had the 6 or 7 car accident? When he said he was going to make a big fight announcement 4 days after the accident? You know, the very same night that he removed the shirts from online after pretty much hustling his fans to buy those and then take them down for no reason. Do you think he would announce the big fight then? Because it was put out there that he was going to fight Keith Thurman. But if Crawford would have just said, okay, I'm going to stay and hold my position. I'm not going to go into the battlefield. I'm going to wait. I believe, I trust, I have total confidence that PBC is going to look out for me. So if Crawford didn't take the Avanesian fight, do you think they would have fought in 23? With the pictures that's out there and everything, with him being spotted at the theme park and all that, do you think they would have fought in February? I mean, I've heard several of these channels talk about it, how they would have fought in February. How they would have fought in February, y'all. Do you think they would have did it? If Terence Crawford wouldn't have took the Avanesian fight, would Errol Spence be in the ring? I don't think so, buddy. There's a lot more going on with this fight than you want to believe. If the contract was signed, look, if all they want for Crawford to sign a contract, I'm pretty sure a lot of these dudes have vehicles. All you have to do is carpool. Carpool your asses all the way over there to wherever the headquarters at, wherever the Bat Cave at. Find him, request paperwork, take it over there to Omaha, have Crawford physically sign it, and then return. Of course, you have to allow Crawford to make copies and everything else, right? And then foot it back over to where the damn Bat Cave is at so we can get this fight made. Because all I'm hearing, and I just heard this, last night, Crawford, he had a decision. He had the black pen or the blue pen. All he had to do, he could have wrote his signature with both hands at the same time. All he had to do was sign the contract. But I'm hearing that reportedly sources is saying one side is holding up the contract. Now, nobody can find out where these names and where this information is coming from because these dudes are delusional. When it comes to Crawford Spence, man, they're like the biggest, the most addicted crackheads you can find on these YTC streets. I'm going to be honest with you. Because a crackhead, they always tell you one thing. You got any crack? You know what I'm saying? You can get me some crack. All you hear them say is talking about the contract. Crack, contract, crack, contract, crack. Same thing, bro. Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? Tell me I'm bullshitting. Right or wrong? Contract, crack, contract, crack. That's the same shit, bro. These are crackheads, bro. But we call them contract crack addictive individuals because they're so addicted to passing a bogus ass narrative that they've now allowed it to consume them each and every time they want to get on here each week and purposely put false information out there. Because how dare them sit up here and say something bad about Errol Spence, bro? How dare them? They better not even think about saying some damn adverse or abrasive or some harsh or some critical, you know what I'm saying? They better not dare go against the grain and say anything that's considered deleterious to Errol Spence Jr. Let's get back down to it though. Let's talk about the facts. Let's talk about the facts. We know for a fact that fight wasn't going down in 2022. I want to ask you, the people, do you think if Terence Crawford went into the Avenesian fight, would they be in the ring already? Hell no, they wouldn't be in the ring. We would have had 2 pound-for-pound fighters, both black, out of the ring over a year. Because let me tell you something you probably haven't heard. This is gonna hurt some motherfucking feelings, bro. This is gonna hurt some feelings. Y'all remember when he was getting in shape for Udenis Ugas in Texas? Hold up now. Don't take it personal what I'm about to say now. You remember now. Yeah? You know I'm from down south now. Oh, let me get that now. You remember when he was getting prepared for Udenis Ugas in Texas? Right? Do you remember when they was having an open workout and it was quite a good distance? Like, you know how we seen the Tank and Ryan Garcia press conference 45 days out. So we can kind of say that this was kind of far out from the fight in April. You know what I'm saying? So this was somewhat like in March, I believe. And he already looked like he was in shape. He already looked frail. And people was like, dang, he looks skinny. You know, it didn't look healthy. You know what I'm saying? It really didn't look healthy. I ain't gonna lie to you. It didn't look healthy. But it was in Texas, though. And anybody and everybody that stays close to the game understands the Texas commission. I'm not making any accusations, bro. Allegedly, the commission is suspect, right? So it's quite easier for Errol Spence internal to his boxing footprint in Texas to have it his way. He can have it his way in his backyard. But all of a sudden, all that easy route shit under the same roof. They gave you what you want. You got the Jerry Jones hospitality right there on deck, nigga. Everything is laid out for you. Everything. Texas style. Of course, it's going to be easy to take the easy route. But you know how they effing all of us over, y'all? They knew all along, a very long time ago in 2022, they wasn't fighting in 2022. They knew it. They knew they weren't fighting. Because the problems that they had was leaving Texas. They know how they dropped all that weight the last time. They know. They know. They know. They know how they dropped all that weight last time. Errol Spence was always getting mad when you bring up, but goddamn it, you can't dispute the fact that this man ain't been signed up for VADA since 2019 prior to the freaking Sean Porter fight. He didn't even look healthy when he dropped that weight, right? But peep this out though. They had no plans of fighting in 2022. No plans. They was trying to figure out how they can get Terence Crawford either away from that WBO belt by potentially extending, delaying, procrastination, purposely done over and over again until he gets frustrated, impatient, and leave the division. Then PBC can have all the fights they want in Texas. So Errol Spence could have had, if he would have, look, if Terence Bud Crawford, this is the only way he's gonna get that belt now. If Bud Crawford would have left and vacated the WBO belt, Errol would have fought for it the very next day, right? Very next day at 2:00 p.m. They would have had a special fight, right? No press conference included. He would have scooped it up and then took some more time off to plan the next fight in AT&T Stadium. And then he would have stayed at welterweight division for another fight. He would have had about 3 fights as the undisputed champion just to make that money. Yes, sir. Just to make that money, just to make that paycheck, just to damn cash out. But unfortunately for them, Crawford didn't budge. Unfortunately for them, when he left Top Rank, he was still on the hunt. Unfortunately for them, they found out this man was all about doing the heavy lifting, shouty. They found out Crawford was all about doing the heavy lifting. That became a problem. When Crawford was doing all the heavy lifting, really, he was doing all the heavy lifting. He was busy knocking them down, laying them out, bro. All alone, you get the fight that you want to finally collect the 3rd belt, and now you're trying to scheme. Crawford would not budge on fighting in Texas. You have to bring your ass out of Texas to different freaking testing policies. You want to fight in Vegas? You got different testing policies. Now, Juice drops in the chat. Shout out to my guy, Shaw News and Sauce Experience, aka Showtime Shaw, Team Tucker in the building. Juice, look, it's a part of what he just put in, what he put in the chat that I somewhat agree with. I kind of give the nod to Juice for putting that up there, right? He said this. He said they thinking about the undercard. Now, I'm not confirming that. All right, I'm not confirming it. But I'm speaking just a scenario. Do you think it's really going to be strict if they fight over there in Saudi for this fight? I'm telling you, people, I'm on point with this. Every other fight outside of the Kell Brook fight, it was cool. It was cool to make. They went over to LA, got Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he signed up for Vada before the Sean Porter. It went over there, got Sean Porter. Then things started to get bad. Why? Because he had to come back off that accident. Kell Brook wasn't the problem. That's the old Errol. Sean Porter wasn't the problem. That's the old Errol. But when he returned from taking that long hiatus, and his body is not the same, and his demons have caught up to him, and they was riding shotgun that night. It was certain things that I believe, allegedly, as to why he looked the way he did when he cut weight for the Dina Sugas fight. That's not the way he usually looks. When you get older, you don't lose like that. You don't look that frail. Like, the older you get, the harder it is to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? So he looked very skinny. When you drop weight and look skinny, that means you've lost some muscle too. You can have a drastic, expedited weight cut, and you're not going to look healthy. You can shred up and you can dry out, but it doesn't look healthy. So you got to maintain a certain level of protein intake just to keep your muscles at a certain level, and your sugar levels and everything else at a certain level. So your body won't be cramping up. You know what I'm saying? So you won't be going through any major breakdowns, or your immune system giving out on you, and you getting sick. If you get sick, that means you got to take time out of freaking camp to figure it out. So you really got to dial it all in. But like I said, outside of the Kell Brook fight, being over there in the UK, and then the Sean Porter, fight. I'm talking about number titles. After the Sean Porter fight with Danny Garcia was in there to move around. Danny Garcia was in there to move around. We know that. Yordenis Ugas knew what he had to do when he went in there, just like Danny Garcia. That's why both Danny Garcia and Yordenis Ugas was beat up more than Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? I mean, more than Sean Porter. They was beat up more than Sean Porter, bro. Mikey Garcia didn't look like that. Mikey Garcia didn't go in there to lay down. Mikey Garcia went in there hoping that he saw something. He didn't get beat up like that. Mikey Garcia, a lightweight, did not get beat up like that. And that was the old Spence. That was the more stronger, more goddamn vicious, more natural, without the horrific accident. That was the old Spence. The bruiser Spence. That was the bruiser. That was the old guy, man. That was the old version of Spence, man. The 1.0. You take the older version, which is supposed to be the more dangerous version of Errol Spence. You bring him off an accident, and now all of a sudden, he's breaking dudes up and damaging them like that. He's beating them up, bruising them off an accident. Make it make sense to me. How is that possible? You want a swan song story. You want the Rocky ending. You know what I'm saying? You want the music. Dun, 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 dun. I know you want the Creed. You want the happy ending. I know it. But think about what I just said. He didn't beat up Sean Porter like that. Mikey Garcia didn't get beat up like that. And we can't include Kell Brook because he wasn't even healthy to begin with, coming down for 160. He didn't beat up Mikey Garcia like that. They faced one swollen like that. Sean Porter faced one bruised up, all freaking, you know what I'm saying, bruises and eye swelling and all that. Now all of a sudden, Danny Garcia and Yordenis Ugas get a beating. Yordenis Ugas talking about he was bleeding out his eye for all these many days. That's what happened when you just stand up there and let somebody beat on you and you stop fighting. You might as well just zip tie your hands, bro. You trying to tell me the 1.0 and the 1.5 version of Spence now is beating dudes up like that after he said he didn't want no tune-up. Look at it now. Did Keith Thurman, when he was fighting Danny Garcia, did he beat Danny Garcia up like that? Did Keith Thurman beat Danny Garcia up like that? And Keith Thurman was called one time at that time. Did Keith Thurman beat Danny Garcia up like that? The answer is no, right? Okay, since we established that, let's move on. Because he did pick up Danny Garcia WBC title. Let's move on. Did Jose Benavidez beat up Danny Garcia like that? Did he get beat up like that? When have you known Danny Garcia just to look the way he did in the post-fight conference to sell that, oh, Errol Spence is back? I wasn't buying it, bro. I wasn't buying that shit, bro. I wasn't buying that with Japanese yen. I wasn't buying it with pesos. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't buying it with goddamn arcade tokens. None of that. I wasn't buying Danny Garcia of all people that didn't look like that after he got out the fight with Sean Porter. I wasn't buying it, bro. But like I said before, remember I told you, they don't want to talk about it. But he has to come out of Texas, bro. It's taken a long time. He has to come out of Texas. I guarantee you Crawford vacates that belt this weekend. He vacate that WBO title this weekend. They will have a fight set up. First week of July, goddammit. You will see Errol Spence shredded beyond belief. He'll be back on weight, everything. Oh, we're announcing for the undisputed welterweight world championship in AT&T Stadium. Pay-per-view tickets are going for $41.50. Yeah, for the low. They just want to scoop that belt up and then get the big fight. That's all. They're gonna put somebody in there for the vacant, who's fairly easy. Somebody that y'all don't want to see. Scoop in there, get that motherfucking title, and then we have to deal with the mandatories, of course. You know what I'm saying? We have to deal with the mandatories. How much is gonna cost them? What move they're gonna make? I don't know. They're gonna get 1 or 2 fights with them undisputed. I doubt he'll fight somebody like Boots Ennis or freaking Virgil Ortiz if he had all those belts. I doubt it, bro. I doubt they would say, okay, let's go for the gusto. We got the belts now. At this point in time, I'm gonna go out on a limb to say if Boots Ennis was fighting Errol Spence at AT&T Stadium, I think it'll do decent numbers. Seriously, as much as it galls me to believe this, it would do good numbers only if Terence Crawford vacated the belt. That's the only way he getting that WBO. If Terence vacate the belt. They keep looking at his age. When is he gonna turn 39? Please, is he 39 yet? They want to age that man out so bad, bro. But what happened when you got somebody that's disciplined? Eat right, train right, live right. They don't have to worry about ballooning up in weight. They don't have to worry about it, y'all. But the biggest deal is going on right here is that Errol doesn't want this fight, man. They're trying their best to keep Errol on the shelf, and hopefully Team Crawford relinquish that title and vacate that title and get tired of waiting on him. Crawford them know this. They know this, man. He wants that 154 smoke. We know it. He know it. And Errol Spence knows it. He's trying to sit up here and say, oh, man, I can't make this weight. It's impossible. This dude up here looking big as I don't know what. If they're going to fight in Saudi, guess what? That'll be right around the second option, fighting out of the U.S., because it's going to be extremely difficult to get that home cooking outside of them Texas boundaries, bro. When you go outside them state lines, shawty, it's going to be extremely difficult to get that home cooking. Everything is going to be a lot more strict, a lot more scrutiny. The cup is going to look the same, but there's going to be more attention to detail. And see, they don't care where you at. You go to Vegas, they don't care where you're from. They don't care who you are, how many people got the belts. Even though we know boxing, they can manipulate anything. You know what I'm saying? They can manipulate a lot. The politics, oh my God. It runs deep, y'all. The politics in boxing run deep. Let me get to this chat, man. I'm not going to be able to get to all y'all, man, because you know why? I see a lot of y'all over here. Salute to y'all. Salute to y'all for tuning in to WCS. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. I'm going to the top right quick. I'm definitely not going to stay over here forever, but I appreciate y'all. You know, you want to read? I can't go through all of them now, but you want your joint read? Drop a super chat. God damn it. This shit ain't free, man. This ain't free. Juice Lee, thanks for that man comment early on. And Haynes Legacy, man, I saw you. Big Blunts and Boxing on deck. You know what I'm saying? Sticking Boys Fishing and Sports. Yes, sir. Larry Lopez. Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more the OG in the building. I see Tweety Bird Foot. Tweety Foot. That's your name, Tweety Foot. He said Errol always was the boogeyman until he ran into the boogeyman. What's your name? I thought you was somebody else that I seen in another chat. Shout out to Falcon Foot, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, brother. I be who I be on deck. What's good? Andrew say, Past one of them people, one of them people that was saying shit like Bud needs a belt first. He doesn't deserve to fight. Brooks doesn't prove anything. Should fight Porter and all the other BS. Look, this is all coming to a head now. The delay is strictly on Errol Spence. If they said all Bud had to do was sign the contract, that's always been a toilet bowl of BS. You know it, I know it. If it was that simple, his paperwork will already be in his possession, and he would have signed it already. If he agreed to everything, and all he needed was a pen, what's the holdup? It's not all this calumny that's out here where people just saying, well, he don't want to fight. That's bogus. He said, I'm ready to spin the block when you are. Did he not say that? He said, I'm ready to spin the block when you are. What does that mean exactly? He said, I'm ready. I'm ready to spin the block when you are. And then the word came out that, oh, they never really stopped negotiating. And then it came out, oh, they restarted negotiation. So if anybody's holding this up, it's the guy who continued to get into the accident. The guy who made a point to say, I'm not going back in the ring the April, May, and June. Well, guess what? We're in the first week of May, and you're right on schedule, buddy. You're right on schedule. You haven't stepped in the ring yet. You are over a year once again, and you haven't stepped in the ring once again, bro. So how in God's name can Crawford be responsible for this fight not happening? Why would Crawford, who was willing to concede, already knowing that he was the B-side, already knowing he was going to take less, already knowing everything, but yet he was putting forth the effort. He was motivated to step over there and try to or attempt to do business with Al Heyman. He tried, y'all. And his attorney said, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. Every time you agree to something, they add something else. Every time you agree to something, they add something else. Every time they add something else and you agree to it, they add something else. You agree to that something else, they add something else. How's the man supposed to get down to business and lock it in and get ready to get back and get back in fight camp, lock in? How's he supposed to lock in, bro? If they keep on changing everything, bro. That's all. They keep on changing everything. Every time he agreed to this, he gets something else. How can Bud Crawford be holding up the fight? It's lunacy to believe that they're out here still running with that. It's false. It doesn't make any sense. I'm telling you what it is. That fight isn't going to be in Texas when that WBO title is around the waist of freaking Terence Crawford. It's not going to be in Texas, y'all. All the other fights was good to go. Sean Porter went over there. No problem. Went to LA. No problem. Yeah, we get the fight. No problem. They weren't talking about no contract stuff. That's the easy route. They went over there and damn near lost. The easy route. Now, the title's all being juggled around. Manny Pacquiao recess for whatever reason that was. The title get hand delivered over to Ugas. And then, Pacquiao supposed to fight this, comes off the belt, can't get reinstated, inbox freaking Ugas. Ugas steps in there with Pacquiao to try to regain the title because I know Errol would have loved to beat that old man up. He would have loved to beat that old man up, bro. He couldn't get the old man, so he got the next one in line, went in there and beat Ugas up. And then what happened? Pause. Time out. Can we take a break, please? I'm finished with the easy route. I'm just scared. It's a lot that I wasn't thinking about. It sounds so good because everybody had their phones out, the cameras was rolling. The easy route sounded good. The Mikey Garcias, you know what I'm saying? The Sean Porters, the Packs, you know what I'm saying? It sounded good. But now the easy route has expired. And you have one more belt for the undisputed membership for you, and see your name over there with all the rest of these fighters of this era. Come on there, Errol. Come on. I know you want to see your name over there with Crawford. You've been standing next to him behind in the line of the pound for pound list forever. That has to make you feel some type of way. I'm telling you, brother, it much sucks. No matter what these aerosexuals say, they cannot debate why your ass is still behind Terence Crawford on the pound for pound. It's no debating. It's no motherfucking debating. You have been behind this man your entire time when it comes to the welterweight division. How is that? And you've been in division longer than him. How, brother? Somebody call the pastor and we can pray on this. Where is the apostles? Is the apostles in the building? We need more than one person to pray upon this situation. We need more than one, bro. One voice isn't it. We need two hands. We need two individuals to pray for this dude. Because how can you be in the division longer than Terence Crawford and you've been behind him on the pound for pound list? Debate that, nigga. Debate that. Debate that. Put that on your debate series, homie. Why is Terence Crawford still in front of? If this man is supposedly took the easy route and is a unified champion, and all y'all talk about he has more belts, why hasn't, since Crawford left 140, and you all say he ain't did shit at 147, he ain't fought nobody, Kell Brook was washed, Sean Porter was in retirement, why, nigga, put this as your topic for your next debate series? Why hasn't Spence been able to move in front of Crawford? Now look, I'm gonna tell you because I listen. I know Coach said he spoke about some inactivity, so I'm throwing you a bone now. He talked about some inactivity, so I'm putting it out there. Why hasn't he did enough to be in front of Terence Crawford on the pound for pound list if y'all claiming he's better than him? I heard this light-skinned nigga sit up there and say that he was a better all-around technical fighter than Terence Crawford. You can't get a legend out there to agree with you on that. It's not one single legend that will freaking agree with you on that, brother. There's no way that you felt good saying that. Maybe you was under the influence. Maybe you knew not what you were saying. Why hasn't Spence been able to make a shift on the pound for pound list if what you all say about resumes, his is more superior than Bud's? Why isn't anybody else on the pound for pound list listening to you all and taking that information and using it to rearrange their pound for pound list when it comes to these two guys? They're both in the same division. How? You say this man ain't fought nobody. Why they didn't penalize him for the way he looked at since y'all love mentioning Igis Kavalaskis? Why they didn't penalize him? You say he looked bad, right? You say Amir Khan had been knocked out. Why they didn't penalize this man? Why they didn't penalize him for fighting Jose Benavidez if he only had one leg? Why they didn't penalize him? Why they didn't penalize him for fighting Jeff Horn, who had a belt, who was food, but nobody else took the time to go over there and fight him? But yet they gave the declaration to say, hey, get a belt first, get a belt for Keith Thurman, hit him too. He guilty. He told goddamn Errol Spence, get a belt. Errol Spence told Bud, get a belt. So I'm trying to ask you all, you might want to propose this question All of you all you all that continue to be clowns out there. Why, if you say, and I already told y'all one, I already gave you one question. I said if they retire today, will both of these boxers go to the Hall of Fame? And you all couldn't answer that. You can't answer that shit. If they was retired today, will both of them go to the Hall of Fame with what they've accomplished in their career? If your answer is motherfucking no for dang Errol Spence, you cannot keep running with the debate that he has a better resume and he's done more than Crawford in his career. And you're trying to sit up here and dilute what his accomplishments are at lower divisions when he achieved the highest pinnacle of undisputed. You can't. You can't bounce with that. If that man ain't going to the Hall of Fame, if Errol Spence isn't going to the Hall of Fame today, they quit boxing. Then how the fuck you sitting up here running with a narrative that don't make no sense? Propose that on the debate. Let me hear what whoever's going to be debated. Propose that question on the debate. If they retire today, will they both go to the Hall of Fame? If anybody say no to Spence going to the Hall of Fame, then how is this even a debate? That he has this and that going on for him in the welterweight division. Look, I must inform you all once again. I'm going to tell you once again what a fighter accomplished in each division, if they are moving up in divisions, that accomplishment and credentials carry forward to the next division and the next division and the next division. And that fighter could go up a division and then go back down to another division. All of his accomplishments is encapsulated. Every time they read off his achievements, his or her achievements, guess what? It's everything that they have accomplished when it comes to championships. If you can't say that man going to the Hall of Fame, why do y'all keep on putting it out there that he's done more, he's better, he's this? Why isn't he ahead of Terence Crawford on the pound for pound list? Y'all niggas need to figure that shit out. Don't have another debate series until you propose those questions. Don't have another one. I seen you got should the debate series continue? Nah, nigga, if you goddamn, running foreclosed freaking questions, your shit looking like an abandoned Macy's building, bro. Looking like the pandemic. Riding past your shit like it's a car on bricks, nigga. You need to get some questions and stop putting bogus polls out there. Aerosexuals need to get together and go help your mans. Help your mans. Propose those questions. Why can't he, if he's doing so well in the welterweight division, why can't he surpass this man on the pound for pound list? What is it going to take? What is it going to take? What is it going to take, bro? That's all I want to know. What is it going to take for him to surpass him on the pound for pound list? Somebody ask me. Somebody answer that shit. They putting out desperate content, still blaming Bud. Man, Spence just need a date. True words, man. You know what I'm saying? True words. That's Showtime. True words. EJ has been supposed to fight with or without Bud. Tell him to do this, do his thing. He needs to fight. His fans are some crackheads. They need a fix. My bad, a fight. Hey, man, they need it. Crack, contract, crack. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They both addicted to the shit. All they do is think about that pipe. They're like, I gotta mention sign the contract. Them motherfuckers fucking addicted, dog. They're saying the same shit that don't make sense. If it's a contract out there to be seen, God damn it, go find it. If it's a contract out there to be had, I will pay you for that. Give it to me. Let me see it. Let me see the goddamn contract. Prove that this is the contract you all been talking about all this time. Prove it. I want to prove it. Prove this, bro. Y'all can't prove it. None of y'all niggas can't prove it. Y'all can't prove shit, bro. All you can do is prove that you can be dumb and dumber and goddamn clown with the same outfit. Y'all cannot prove that it's a contract out there, but yet y'all keep on talking about the shit. Y'all can't prove a damn thing. Y'all can't prove if this man can go to the Hall of Fame today if he was retired. Y'all can't prove why he can't change positions with Bud on the pound for pound list per the narratives that y'all out here pushing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all out here pushing these narratives, right? But no movement has taken place with Errol Spence. He's not moving to the ring. He's not moving past Bud on the pound for pound list. He's not moving to any better conversation amongst the legend of the sport that say they're going for Errol Spence in this fight with Terence Crawford, buddy. They're not talking about that shit. They know this man is damaged. They know what it is. They know this next fight with Bud is not going to be in Texas. Team Spence understand that they have to do shit differently. They're not getting that home cooked meal. They don't have that VIP. There's no concierge service over there out of Texas. That's gone. Now things change, especially after the accident. Now we might have a different story if it was the old 1.0 Spence. If it was him, then we're talking a different story. But being that he have different shit going on with him, it's probably more difficult for him to just drop that weight and get into training and everything else. I'm telling you, people. I'm telling you, this can be a whole nother story that goes bad. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a whole nother story that they freaking ignore at the end of the day. You ever seen a group of people who call themselves, the aerosexual community? Have you ever seen a group of people that's supposed to be supporting the fighters so much that they don't even, they don't talk about them? They so mad. They angry as shit. They upset over everything. Every time you hear them put a live out there, they talking about Bud Crawford. You know why? Because they don't like the fight. They're doing everything possible to discredit the fight being made. They don't care. They don't give a damn. When you're supposed to be a pro aerosexual, you're supposed to talk about this man in good faith. You're supposed to continue to build him up. You're supposed to say, hey, that's the baddest man on the planet. He's the big fish. But guess what? When they say he's the big fish, that's only when he put out a tweet and his artist, whoever that artist is over there that's in Texas, they put out a tweet and it's another freaking big fish tweet. TC on the door. What the aerosexuals do? Start goddamn drooling on each other. Terence Crawford. Man, Terence Crawford ain't behind that motherfucking door, nigga. Just because you put initials on the door, that don't mean shit. What y'all need to start drawing is a highway and a goddamn car barreling down the road. And Spencer standing in the intersection. I'm going to get 10 more minutes in. Yeah, I'm going to get 10 more minutes. I'm on IG Live? Oh, shoot, that car coming. Come on, man. Make a different freaking t-shirt. That big fish shit is out the window, bro. Don't nobody want to see that shit no more. Somebody standing in the dark. Goddamn, Terence Crawford been in the light as long as you can remember. This nigga been in the light as long as you can remember. He's been calling you out. He's been calling your stablemate out, Jamel Charlo. Both of you niggas. Jamel making excuses and you making excuses. Y'all ain't doing shit to make this fight happen. It's not a bone in your motherfucking body that people believe that Terence Crawford is holding this fight up. How and he the more healthier fighter? How and he's accomplished more? He's accomplished more. Was the argument the other night talking about Errol Spence is an Olympian? Okay. Oh, that's what we're doing? That's what we're doing? We want to talk about Olympics? Oh, wow. You want to talk about the same Olympics where somebody lost their mojo, huh? Because he felt like he was robbed, like Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather. He felt like he was robbed, like many other American athletes. So when he was seen back there puling, somebody recognized, excuse me, Errol, what is wrong, man? What's wrong, warrior? What's wrong? You're making me cry too. That was wrong what they did. I won that fight. You think you did? Let me go try to talk to the judges. Let me go see if I can get you back in there. They talk to the judges and they're able to get him back in the ring. He wasn't even in the semifinals, y'all. Do you understand me? He wasn't even in the semifinals. But people up there acting like this man was about to fight for the gold medal and he got screwed. Come on already, bro. Come on. Man, it doesn't make any sense, y'all. Y'all hit the like button for me. Just don't be listening. As they call ear hustling. You know what I'm saying? Look out for me. You know what I'm saying? It's that easy. It is that easy, bro. The hot grease is always here for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not encouraging you to get close though. But let me remind y'all of something. When you hear the debate and somebody mentioned the Olympic team, right? Now listen to me. How this is just terrible. This is terrible because this 2012 Olympic team, salute to them because it's some good people that was on there, right? I'm not dogging out the Olympic team. All I'm saying is that no males in 2012 U.S. boxing, men's boxing, brought home a medal other than Marlene Esparza, and the one and only GOAT herself, Clarissa Shields. Once again, I repeat, Marlene Esparza and the GOAT, Clarissa Shields. Once again, Clarissa Shields, Marlene Esparza. Once again, Clarissa GOAT Shields and Marlene Esparza. Are we clear? Are we clear? One of those names on the 2012 Men's Olympics boxing was Errol Spence Jr. Was he fighting at welterweight? No, he was fighting at 152 pounds. 152 pounds. Clarissa Shields, she was fighting at 165 pounds. I'm just putting it out there. Clarissa was fighting at a heavier weight, and she brought home the gold. GOLD. You feel me? So when y'all want to bring up the Olympics, y'all need to mention Felix Diaz, who he just terminated. Crawford went in there and gave that man the business. You it's plenty of information out there for you, but don't bring this man to, oh, he's an Olympian. Are we really doing that? Are we really trying to do that right now? Okay, I got it. Let me get back to the chat, man. Let me get back. Are we really trying to bring up the Olympics? Quantum Rob. L-Dog, what's good? Samar says Spence fans love to discredit Bud for beating Horn for the WBO. When Horn beat a younger Manny, Spence get credit for beating Ugas. When Ugas beat an old Manny. Talk that, man. Shaking my head, food for thought. EJ needs answers. Man, talk that, man. God dang, open that textbook up, man, and let's read some chapters, bro. Let me reread that. He says Spence fans love discrediting Bud for beating Horn for the WBO. Facts. Terence Crawford, Bud Crawford beat Jeff Horn. It goes on to say Horn, who beat Manny in Australia, but the aerosexuals say what? Oh, man, he wasn't as Manny. He was old. Oh, man, they gave him a home-cooked meal. He really didn't beat Manny. He was fighting dirty. But that same Manny Pacquiao, come on, man. It goes on to say Spence get credit for beating Ugas. He gets credit for beating Ugas, who was absolutely next to his computer. You have mail. Ding. You have mail. Ding. They give Spence credit for fighting Ugas, who had multiple losses already. No knock on Ugas. But he went on to beat an older Manny Pacquiao. See, there's something wrong with that. See, they know they fucked up, right? Because that same Manny that Jeff Horn defeated was the same Manny who defeated the former unified champion Keith one-time Thurman. So that even bolsters Terence Crawford, Wall Street in the welterweight division, because he beat a guy who beat a legend. You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford's already a legend. You know, would he have gotten credit if he beat the Manny Pacquiao who beat Keith Thurman? No. You know what they're gonna say? You know what they're gonna say? Jeff Horn had already beat him, and you know, it just don't make any sense that when Crawford fought, another fighter had already been beaten by other fighters. They wouldn't give the man credit for shit, y'all. They're not gonna give the man credit for shit. They would say, "Oh, Jeff Horn beat him. He was even older when he fought Keith Thurman, and then when Bud fought him, what you expect, man? He was damaged goods. No, bro, you got to give him credit because Jeff Horn defeated him fair and square, and then Bud went over there and stopped that man. He went over there and stopped him. And see, Bud wouldn't have got no credit for stopping Manny Pacquiao because he's been stopped already. But good one, Samad. Appreciate you. I don't know if somebody's freaking sitting up here, you know, trolling off Quantum Rob's account, but I'm very hesitant to drop the link for you, Rob, because if somebody else shows up, I'm gonna look the fool. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look the fool. You know what I'm saying? The Danny fight happened in the middle of the pandemic when nothing was happening. And if you follow Danny, then you know at that time he was chilling and getting soft, had a fat camp, fought Spence. Hey man, talk your shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Let them know what it is, bro. We ain't rocking with no casual boxing fans over here in this chat, man. They ain't agreeing just for what I say. They got their own way of thinking, man. They grown fucking adults, bro. Floyd and Al knows Spence has no chance with Bud. Hey, man. Hey, they know that, Larry, but they ain't trying to fight Bud. They trying to age Bud out so he'll get off the title and go to 154. They want to put him on the clock. They got him on the clock, bro. They got him on the clock. They want to make an announcement. You know, since they don't want to fight me, I'm out. I guarantee you, bro, time he vacates, the very next week, the fight is going to happen. The very next week, that fight's going to happen. No doubt about it, bro. Trick on deck. What's good? What's good, Trick? How you feeling, brother? Ryan ain't beat anyone at 140 fish food. Juice says Spence nor the PBC never wanted to be backed into a corner with Crawford. People forget Errol on that leaked recorded call sounded like he was ready to get it over and lose. Hey, what he did put on there, Juice, and you make a solid point. What he did put on there is the fact that he didn't want to fight Thurman, who pretty much the news was pointed in that direction that Al wanted him to fight Keith Thurman. Why? Because Keith Thurman was an in-house fight. Why? Because they believe that, hey, that's another way for me to make money. First of all, I'm getting paid twice. You get it? I want that Keith Thurman fight. I don't care about the outside fights because we're not sure that you can go out and keep titles, brother. Look, they stand to lose a lot. Bud Crawford steps on Spence, and then you have Jermell Charlo, who's, in my opinion, it's going to be tough for him to stay at 154. But to hear him say he's going to all of a sudden remain at 154, nah, that doesn't sound right. Just think about it. 2 unified champions. Spence loses these belts, and then Jermell Charlo ends up moving up. Granted, he get past Tim Tszyu. You know what I'm saying? Granted, he get past Tim Tszyu. I know Jermell Charlo wants more than 154-pound undisputed. I know he wants more. He's on record to say he'll get it by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? But so if you're gonna get it by any means necessary, you gotta want to build upon your legacy outside of 154 pounds. You got to be willing to take that move up to 160. You got to be willing to make advancements in your career, not just stay down there and just live off the undisputed. You can't do that shit. Shout out to True Media Today, USA Boxing, man. Damn good live today, coach. One of the hottest channels in the game right now. Continue to do it. You know what I'm saying? Keep that fire lit. Salute to you, brother. Boxing fan talk on deck. I see you. Hey man, Trick always have the breaking news. Let me see what Trick got to do. Say breaking news. Sources _sources. That's what the aerosexuals love to say. Sources reportedly. Sources reportedly. Sources say that Al Heyman put in Bud's contract that he has to keep his shirt on and cannot post any pictures on social media showing his 13-pack of abs. Well, I think if that was the case, I think that's been broken. And I don't know, that might be the holdup right there. Bud may have been told not to post any training pics to make it seem like he too was out of shape, deconditioned. You might be right, Trick. You might be on to something. For real. I wonder, is that the reason they penalizing him before they even fight? He was supposed to get, 8 figures. Now he getting 4. I don't know. Do you think that's the penalty? Do you think that may have been something that's holding up this fight, man? Bud Crawford taking pictures, showing he's in fight shape. And it's causing people more and more to come together and say, you know what? Errol Spence in trouble. I'm going to tell you, Errol Spence is in trouble. I'm going to be honest with you. You saw Crawford's his updated picture. Errol Spence in trouble, dog. I haven't seen him with his shirt off anytime soon now. He in trouble. Don't forget to support and smash the like. I appreciate you. But it's going to be a fight way too late, and there's no Pac versus May. So it's like at this point, if boxing ended today, Spence's name wouldn't make the books. It wouldn't, man. It wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't. I respect Ryan so much for doing what none of these dudes do. Y'all hold up for a second. Let me see. Hold on for a second, y'all. All right, I'm back. Tyrese, what's good? I see you, man. Salute to you on deck. EJ living off Mayweather sparring story. Thurman leftovers and few former 140 pounders. Man, my chat is on fire, dog. They can't be stopped, man. They won't stop, can't be stopped. Won't stop, can't stop. He said EJ living off Mayweather sparring story. Yeah, because Mayweather did big him up. That was his cosign right there. That is over. Thurman leftovers. Oh my God. He said Thurman leftovers. Would he be talking about Sean Porter? Danny Garcia? How dare you, brother, talking about leftovers? Because the way they talk, it started with Errol Spence. When we talk about Kell Brook, when we talk about Sean Porter, they acting like when Spence fought him, they was undefeated. They act like these dudes was undefeated, bro. Hey, Rob. Hey, Rob, click the link. Hey, that link is out there for Rob only. I want to see if it's you, Rob. Click the link. Click the link and show your face. I don't think a lot of y'all know who Quantum Rob is, but supposedly he had passed away from whatever the situation he had way back. I mean, it's been a while. You know what I'm saying? They say he had died. Hey, Rob, you still in the chat? Click the link, bro. Andrew says Spence premier win was against a guy who just got demolished by Triple G. Needed a medical extension before the fight. Bring that up in the Spencer Holic chat and watch people get real irate. Damn, man, where, what's going on with this chat, man? It seems like they got that at Taco Tuesday, bro. It seems like they got that goddamn drink in them, that liquid. They fueled off something, man. Damn, they on fire, bro. For real. Remember the phone call? He said, hopefully we can get a fight in January. Laughing my ass off. Spence wasn't ready. He wasn't ever ready to fight Bud. He wasn't. Man, it's been delay after delay after delay. And we're talking about who's holding up the fight. How does this make sense, y'all? If you have Al Heyman over there, right? How can Bud be holding up the fight? You acting like Al Heyman hasn't made several dozen fights after this. He has. So how can Bud be holding up the fight? It's a lie, man. It's a lie. It's bogus ass information, and they continue to run with it, man. But it seems like the people in this chat, man, it seems like the boxing fanatics in the chat, they already turned on to this, bro. They already know what it is. They already know, man. They see right through it. You want to talk about transparency? That Terence Crawford, look at this transparency in the chat. I actually do think those posts showing the elite shape Bud stays in postpone the fight. Spence's whole team from top to bottom looked at him and was like, "No, you ready for that?" God damn, dog. Man, you must be sitting at the bar, Andrew, for real, dog. You must be sitting at the bar, man. God dang. Dang, man. I was hoping Rob got the caps in full G, man. Salute to you, brother. Hey, Rob, you still in the chat, man. Click the link, bro. Let me go back in and get something that I think I missed. Ryan would be in my history books. He stepped up in age. People and promoters protect him. If you didn't hear people, okay, I wanted to put it out there that I just want to get this. I'm not going to go in depth, but Gervonta Davis, you know, the current lightweight pay-per-view star, current WBA regular champion at the lightweight division, was sentenced today from his 2020, you know what I'm saying? His 2020 incident, hit and run incident in Baltimore. He was sentenced to 90 days of home detention. 3 years probation, and 200 hours of community service. Okay. He did avoid jail time, but he's on house arrest. In better terms, more legal terms, corrective legal terms, 90 days of home detention, 3 years of probation, and 200 hours of community service. So he remains a free man, and he's gonna still be able to train and do what he has to do. And you know, hopefully he stays on track and everything else. You know, so far so good. He's out here setting records. So that's what I have to report on that. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Team Davis. You know, they still have him out here so he can get his training in, still function as a fighter and set up that next date. You feel me? Set up that next date. The only reason I was telling Rob, because I did go to his motherfucking shit, and it's his channel for real. So if he was in a coma for 2 years, that's wild, man. Because they absolutely said something else. That man was in a coma for 2 years and just waking up. Wow. But he'll be back around. You know, he'll be back around. Green. What's good, Green? What it do, man? On deck. Salute WCS in the chat. Hope you left landmines in the field for these niggas to step on. Yes, sir, I did, man. Hey, Green. I left the bouncing betties, bro. I just can't leave the landmines because, you know, those, you know, they can do something. But them bouncing betties, when they come out the ground and they come up about 6 to 8 feet, oh, it gets vicious. It gets vicious, bro. It gets vicious. I'm just trying to, you know, I'm out here listening. I heard, you know, the worst bait series last night again. It took me a little bit of time to, you know, put some medicine in my ears. They was bleeding. And then, you know, you hear all the other channels out here continue to put the blame on Crawford for the fight not happening. When this is where the stupidity lies at. When Errol Spence was on record as saying that stuff started to hurt, he probably won't be back in the ring in April, May, or June. How the fuck is that dang Terence Crawford fault? That don't have shit to do with Terence. That don't have shit to do with Terence or Bud. Either one of them dudes. It has nothing to do with either one of them, bro. Nothing. What are you saying? You out there gonna put the blame in Crawford? I mean, and Spence set up here and told you all stuff started to hurt from the accident. The accident, they didn't say, okay, we found out supposedly this alleged teenager. We can't find a record on that now. We can't find a police report. We can't find no documentation on this shit. That stuff started to hurt. You act like Bud Crawford was responsible. You act like you had a front end accident with him. Then you say stuff started to hurt and you ain't gonna be in the ring until April, May, or June. Who does that? Look, he put this out here like he didn't say nothing about going to the doctor and the doctor diagnosed me with this, and this from the accident. Nothing happened, bro. Shout out to my guy Jamal Neezy on deck, man. What's good with it, Neezy? Good to see you, brother. With the $5 super chat in the building. EJ wasn't ready because strawberry covered cheeseburgers. Damn. Are you going there, man? Strawberry covered cheeseburgers was way more important than fighting Bud, sources say. This mug says strawberry covered cheeseburgers, man, was way more important than fighting Bud. Sources said. You got to put sources. You got to put sources, bro. You have to put sources. They love saying sources. Sources. Listen to me, people, the smart ones. Don't believe them clowns. Don't believe them clowns. They lying and they know they lying. And everybody around them know they lying. They just doing it to try to make it seem like it has some type of importance to it. It doesn't. They're lying. It ain't no sources out there talking about there's one person holding up the fight. There's no one person doing anything except lying on YTC. It's more than one, but y'all do it one at a time. Y'all need to get all on a panel together and lie at the same time. I think it'll bring y'all closer together for real. But shout out to Jamal the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, brother. Caps in full on deck with the $5 super chat. I think Spence not enrolled in VADA, not CBP, is the holdup. CBP is a joke. Listen, I can tell you like this. If you go to VADA right now and check and see who's enrolled, check and see if he's enrolled. Check the last time he was enrolled. Everybody else is out there with an updated their enrollment. Check and see if he's enrolled in VADA. That's all I'm saying. Check and see if he's enrolled in VADA, bro. Check and see if he's enrolled in VADA. That's all I'm saying. Isn't VADA important? Well, some, because Valdez, unless you got the hookup or something, you can test positive and then still be able to fight and don't get stripped of your title, and then they increase the levels. I get it. But check and see if he's enrolled in VADA. That's all I'm saying. But appreciate that, Caps in full with the $5 super chat. Jamal Neasy with that $5 super chat on deck. Man said strawberry covered cheeseburgers, man. In the parking lot on live and don't know it. Chumping down. See, that's what I'm talking about. If we would have just been there just a little bit longer, if he wouldn't have recognized that damn live, we would have seen a strawberry cheeseburger dripping down on his jacket and him just enjoying that mug, just stuffing fries in his mouth and everything, man, just enjoying that cheeseburger. Real talk. EJ started saying stuff started to hurt on his body that same night he was wearing those big ass prosthetic shoes. Man, it's just too much information y'all putting out here, man. It's too many facts being laid out here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe what we need to do to help knock down 68 CCT closed circuit television, maybe we need to get, like they're doing in the Combat League, we need to get 4 members from Team Crawford and 4 members from freaking Team Spence and have a debate with 2 moderators. That'll be a total of 10 people on the panel at a time. That should be enough chaos to figure this out. No, better yet, no. I withdraw that. You know why I withdraw it? Because the Bud supporters don't deserve that. They don't deserve to go up there and hear the same BS that we've heard over and over again about contracts, sign a contract, blue and black pen, a blue and black pen. Man, come on, talk. Nah, I'll take that back. I recant. I retract that. We don't need to go be over there on the panel. You know what I'm saying? And trying to help this dude revive that casket debate series, the headstone debate series, man. Don't do it, y'all. Don't go over there. It's all good. EJ not like that no more. Hey, man, things have changed, brother. Things have changed. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if we was getting a Kell Brook, if we was getting the Sean Porter, we got a different story. Now people have a reason to close the percentage, close down on the percentage. Say, you know what? Man, shoot, Errol Spence strong, man. He this and this. Then got Terence Crawford. He's strong and this and this. They highlighting the pros and cons. Spence don't have no accident or nothing. You take that old Spence now, the conversation is different. Boy, I bet these aerosexuals be walking around here, boy, kicking their heels together. Oh, can't wait. Oh, can't wait. Oh, can't wait. It's about to be a fight now. It's about to be a fight. They'll be all up here online. I'm just waiting to see if we can get a Team Spence team member on here. Yes, he's one of the best boxers in the sport. Oh my God, you've seen his highlights, man. They will be on here with Derrick James. They will have Marvelous Jarvis again. They will have freaking Sinzabar. Sinbatar. the guy who hurt Ryan Garcia, they'll have him up here helping out. Man, they'll have everybody over here on an interview. But since he ain't trying to make this fight, man, you see, they're not talking about Spence like that. Their main focus is to keep talking about Bud. And I appreciate them doing that damn homework too. I appreciate them just doing that manual labor. I appreciate every Spence and Crawford debate, because the more and more you debate, the more chance I have of seeing a massacre like I seen last night. Hey, I'm gonna get this dude some views, y'all. What y'all need to do is go over there to Knockdown 68 CCT and check out that debate last night. Check out that debate. God damn it. Zone 6, man, destroyed this dude. Drug him. And then he tried to goddamn say, well, you wanted your own people. Man, I'm not even gonna talk about that dude, man. Spence waiting on this shit to get out of his system. Yeah, man. He trying to get down the weight and then make sure it's all good and get that test. Allegedly. Cutting agents. Yeah, watch. He gonna do that no shirt pose in a minute. Watch. Give him another 30 days, y'all. Give him another 3 to 4 weeks, I say. He gonna finally take off his shirt and they're gonna be like, dang, he's shredded. He's shredded, y'all. He was never overweight. You heard WCS over there. He was hating on. No, I'm never hating on the dude. I'm just telling you what I see. I'm not hating on him. I'm just telling you what I see. What I see is obviously he ain't in shape. That's what I see. I'm just saying. David Morrell Jr. ain't on VADA either. It's a PBC thing, shawty. Yes, sir. And people put it out there. You know what I'm saying? People put it out there that's what's going on. And that's why I'm saying he has to leave Texas, y'all. It's different. He has to leave Texas, bro. He has to leave Texas. The testing is different. They know they wasn't going to fight last year. The fight wasn't going to be in Texas. He wasn't in shape. That was too close for them to have this fight in January. No. Hell no. In order for him to make that weight, he need help. All you got to do is explain yourself, bro. There's no debate. There's no debate, shawty. There's no debate. It would be torture. Keyshawn Davis told him he was scary. The boxer's been talking about him. Keyshawn just came out and said it. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Keyshawn said you're scary. Facts. I appreciate you bringing that up because it takes me to this thumbnail that was back in the day, that Showtime. You know what I'm saying? This old thumbnail that I put out there. And if you look carefully, there's a story to be told out there. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'll fight y'all y'all lightweights. I'll fight y'all lightweights. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, that's after Keyshawn said you scary. You know what I'm saying? And Mikey Garcia say he's right. God damn, man. Thanks for reminding me of that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for reminding me of that. I don't like to bring up old thumbnails that's on here. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? No, he failed. He couldn't pass the test. He couldn't pass the test, man. Don't let me start going in the archives. Let me get back to the chat. Let me keep it topic-centric. You know what I'm saying? Andrew said, we got our first signed the contract clone here. Yeah, he's getting ignored too, man, because it needs more than that. You know what I'm saying? It needs more than that. I need some new content. I need something of more value. I don't need that signed stuff. You know what I'm saying? You talking about ASL, I can ASL all day. You know what I'm saying? Dub 100. I heard a while back Spence's father didn't even want him fighting Crawford. I don't know, man. I really don't bring Pops into it. I can just tell from some Errol himself, he gives us all the sign that we need that he don't want this fight. Dude does not want this fight with Bud. Errol does not want this fight for reasons that he's not letting his damn fans know. He doesn't want this fight, bro. He's gonna try it. He's gonna try because he just don't want to look bad coming off those belts. All they're trying to do is wait for this man to say, you know what, I'm done with it. Just think about it. What would be the reason for Errol Spence to go an entire year and a half plus all the way to the end of this year with no fight? What would be the reason for that? It can't be Crawford, because Crawford's gonna fight. Crawford's gonna fight somebody. Just like Errol Spence say he's fighting Terence. He's fighting with or without Terence. That was cap. People say his fight was gonna be in December. That was cap. Didn't we hear that Terence Crawford has a mandatory coming up? Right? So aren't we in May? It's about to get interesting here in the next 4 weeks, y'all. We're in May. Don't forget, Terence supposed to have a mandatory, right? It's about to get interesting real quick. Real quick, y'all. Mark my word, it's about to get interesting. Them aerosexuals don't want this fight to be announced. When this fight, if this fight get announced and it becomes official, they're not gonna be talking about anything. They're gonna sit up here and continue to put on a facade and act like we work for the cloning system. We are AI manufactured humans. What you see appears to be real, but is indeed fake, artificial. We're not humans. We used to be, but now we're clones. They're gonna come up here looking like, hey, did y'all hear the fight been made? They're gonna be up there on live. What fight may you be talking about? The Spence Crawford fight. I have no recollection. Please come back later. Thank you. Them goddamn aerosexuals gonna go get cloned, dog. This motherfucker gonna take the goddamn injection. Give me an injection so I forget. Give me an injection so I forget everything. They're gonna be over there getting them shots to forget, dog. They don't want the fight to be announced. They don't want it to be official. For real, they don't want it to be official, bro. They don't want it to be official. Andrew said, before you watch the debate, Surgeon General warning, brain cell loss is a proven side effect of listening to knockout speak. Ugh. Man, Andrew must got that goddamn, that good tequila, that goddamn something. This man been lighting fires today. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stay on positive note too. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stay on a positive note. But all I hear is this reporting and sources. It just has you come on here to talk about this shit. Like, nigga, stop lying to the people. The one that's holding up the fight is Errol Spence, and he's done everything to let us know why he's holding up the fight. The man has proven that he's not in fight shape right now. When is he going to get in fight shape? When is he going to get in fight shape? How long do we have to wait on him to get in fight shape? Are you trying to finagle shit and hopefully, oh man, Al, offer him some more money, Al, to vacate. Offer him some more money to vacate, Al. Offer him some more money. They're trying to get that money to vacate, for Crawford to vacate, move to 54, dog. Look, the crazy part about this is that he will feel just as good if he just sat up here and scooped up the WBO title without Terence Crawford, you know, being in ownership of it anymore, become undisputed, and then get over here and say, yeah, I know I put the tweet out. I don't apologize for my inactivity. Maybe it'll make sense in a few weeks. This is what I was talking about. It was Crawford. He didn't want it. See, he ran away from the division. He moved up to 154. We tried to give him everything he wanted, and he didn't want to accept it. So he vacated the title. And now I'm undisputed like I said I was. Oh, my God. Say it ain't so, bro. The good thing about this, though, when it comes down to the aerosexuals, they know damn well that Bud is over there staying in shape. And truth be told, low key, a lot of these aerosexuals, man, they're Bud Crawford fans. but they just want to continue to get this paycheck, this little freaking stipend that they're getting. That's all. That's all. They want to continue to get those little clones and the little bandits that be over there dumpster diving. You know what I'm saying? That's all. They want to continue to get those bandits, the dumpster dive over there, and goddamn be chewing on old leftover freaking cheese and goddamn strawberry cheeseburgers in that bitch. They all have the same diet. They all have the same diet. Pay attention to the aerosexuals, man. You know what I'm saying? They have their drink too. You know what I'm saying? They have their diet. You know what I'm saying? 3,000 calorie per bite. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay close over there, man. Educate them fools. Educate them fools over there. They can't continue to act like Errol Spence don't exist because they have an agreement that they can't say anything bad about Errol Spence. They got to keep on talking about, oh, the one that's holding up the fight is Bud. Tell them niggas to goddamn do a live stream and talk about Errol Spence without mentioning Bud Crawford. They can't do it. They still talking about contracts over there, dog. That's why you lose a debate as bad as you did when you dumb enough to keep on talking about contracts. We're in 2023 mid-year, damn near. And y'all still running with the same nonsense. People don't want to hear that bullshit. They got bigger and better things to do. They don't want to hear shit that y'all can't produce to the public. If y'all can't bring that documentation to the surface, y'all need to leave that shit alone and bury it and dead that shit. Don't keep talking about it. Town Biz on deck, man. What's good with it, Town? If Spence fight Bud, all of Spence fans are bringing towels to the fight, prepare to throw it in the ring for him. Hey, man, you know, the surrender doesn't have to come, you know, the night of the fight. The surrender is actually taking place right here, you know, as we see it. The surrender is the reason why we ain't got the fight yet. They're basically telling you all that they're not trying to go in there and fight Bud. That's the surrender. They want Bud to get impatient. They want somebody to get in his ear and say, man, why you waiting? Why you waiting? Why you waiting? Why you waiting? If Bud doesn't fight, if Bud got to fight somebody else on his mandatory, right? Because we already know what Alexis Rocha said. He said he's just going to step to the side because he feels that the primary focus is going to be Bud Crawford fighting Spence. Okay, I get it. But the Spence fight is mandatory, and it's not, and you know, Errol Spence, of course. Then you can't be mad at that because Spence doesn't want the fight. The dude obviously is not in shape. He has other things going on. He doesn't want it, bro. He doesn't want it. He's walking around though. He was at the Tank fight. The Tank and Garcia fight. He was there. I listened to the debate after an hour in. I had a headache. Man, that was a slaughter, bro. That was a slaughter. Seriously, that was just a slaughter, bro. That was a slaughter. In the chat, not everybody, of course, but the culprits over there, man, they have to be the dumbest boxing fans ever, bro. I'm talking about the ones who was just typing in the chat and then just acting like little kids, bro. They wasn't even dang pertaining to the topic. They just kept talking about the guest. How are you supposed to have a serious debate series when you're talking about the guest? You're talking shit about the guest. How is that supposed to work? And then you lose. Wow. He is. McDonald's didn't just drop that strawberry shortcake McFlurry. Shit, man. Strawberry cheeseburger. God damn. Neezy, that nigga Errol drunk in his cheeseburger in the McFlurry, man. For real. Just think about that. Dip that mug in that strawberry sauce. That shit better than honey mustard right there. That's better than that Chick-fil-A Polynesian sauce right there. Damn, let me get those fries right there. For real. That Landwell was at the fight. I didn't see him. He was, man. He was on somebody's video. You know what I'm saying? And Jamel Charlo was filming him, videoing. He didn't want to be on camera though. Real talk. He didn't want to be on camera. He didn't want to be on camera. But good to see him walking around, enjoying himself. I just want him to walk around and stumble into Al's office and say, "Hey, Al, I'm ready." I know this is going to be tough. I know it's coming. Oh man, I thought this was so easy. I took the easy route and I'm still not satisfied. Have you ever talked to these people? Are you still sending the ghost accounts out there on the YTC? What are they saying? Nobody can give you any answers. Is he feeling some type of way about vacating, that WBO title, moving up? Okay, continue to send the ghost out there, man. We got to get him out of 147. Get him out of 147. That's the plan, y'all. They trying to get this man out of 147, dog. They trying to stall him out so he can vacate the title, so they can scoop it up and have about 1 or 2 more big fights in Texas with the undisputed titles. That's all. Boxing is a oh man, it's a dark sport, bro. If 147 in the four-bear era, if it hasn't happened, what's up with all the politics? What's up with all the obstacles? It makes no sense. It makes no sense that we're not educating ourselves enough to the fact that human beings are still up here talking about a contract that no one can produce the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? No one can produce the paperwork, but they continue to talk about it as if they're going to win a debate with that. If you debate Terence Crawford and Errol Spence and you bring up contract, you should lose by default. You should automatically be disqualified. Because if you're going to talk about documentation such as an official legal document that binds these fighters together to fight, that they have to go off of, if you can't produce that documentation that it was prepared and ready for Terence Crawford to sign, if you can't produce that, you should be disqualified for goddamn lying. You should be held in contempt of idiocy. You know what I'm saying? Stupidity. You should be held accountable, bro. That's all I'm saying. You should be held accountable. No, I don't think he just got a coma for 2 years and hopped on YouTube. I think he been out of a coma enough in the recovery to the point where he can get on YouTube. I mean, I clicked on his channel. This is his channel. It's not a new channel or anything. That's his channel, or somebody using his channel. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody using his channel. Anything's possible with the YTC. Anything is possible. Matter of fact, hold on for a second. Hold on for a second, Shawty. Hold on for a second. Okay. But y'all, I gotta get up out of here. I gotta take care of some business. I gotta close out Cinco de Mayo the right way. You know how that is. I gotta close it out the right way. But we'll be back on here, man. Y'all continue to hold them Errol stunt devils accountable. You know what I'm saying? For out here lying and polluting the YTC with that rhetoric and lies, that false information. Continue to educate them fools, man. Every chance you get, educate them, because they're putting out shit that don't make sense. They want to talk about a contract. Well, show it to us. That's all you need to do, and we'll shut up. I'll drop the link. You can show me the documentation, the contract, and we good. Long as we can verify the origin from whence it came. Long as we can verify that, we good. But man, y'all hold it down. Salute. Appreciate you pulling up. I'm out.